All right, guys, welcome. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make version 1. It's going through multiple iterations, but this is the current version. I'll probably add some legs to them later, but I need to repair them a little bit, and so I'm going to take them apart anyways to show you guys how to make them. All right, so here we go. I want to reuse this, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out later. You're going to need a t-shirt. Let's use some old gear because we're going to be thrashing them around quite a bit. I suppose the pillow doesn't have to be new. I mean, I still use that pillow. It's inside, so it shouldn't get too beat up or dirty. You're gonna need some string, something pretty strong. I don't think, maybe yarn will work. If you guys want to kind of braid it together, that might take a little bit too much effort. Maybe like old power cord. It needs to be quite long, but something sturdy. Using tape here. Props if you guys know where I got this belt. Very special belt. I probably had this belt for, I don't know, 10 years? What years? Yeah, over 10 years I had this belt. It's a great belt. It's a great belt. Get it? Yeah, great belt. Okay. Here are the innards of that. And then I gotta get a knife and some more tape. Ow! I almost died. Okay. So we got a belt. I probably won't use the belt now that I have string. Tape. Good old Alpha blade. And I'm going to do some surgery. A little bit more, doctor. Do not slice off your finger. A little bit more, doctor. There you go. Oh, no, I'm good. A little bit more. Okay, so this is what you need. We got some string. Again, be creative. You just need something to tie down. You need a little bit of tape, t-shirt. You need a jacket, a pillow, and an old towel or some t-shirts, something that you can roll up enough to make a head. If you guys are making this for yourself, or whoever you're making this for, make sure that you use clothes that are the same size of you. So if you're making this for a kid, I got a lot of kids in my class, and this is mainly what we're using these for. Make sure you use your kids' clothes and not your clothes. It has to fit their size. I don't know.
You done?
No. So let's get started on making this guy. We're gonna start off with our jacket. And I'm gonna take my pillow and I'm gonna shove it inside this jacket. I wanna make sure it goes all the way to the top. Tuck it in. That way we have nice full shoulders. Great. All right, from here, I'm gonna fold the bottom up. That way I can make, we wanna do this to make sure that the pillow doesn't slide out. So I already had tape in here because I'm modifying this guy. So I'm gonna reuse this tape and not waste it. I'm actually gonna use it a little bit more. But if you guys, I don't recommend using tape because I think the string is gonna work a lot better. And that way I don't have to waste tape. But because I already used it the first time, I'm just using a little bit more so I can repurpose this tape. All right, from here, I'm gonna get my string. Take the time, I'm not a rope expert. I just wanna make sure that this bottom doesn't come open. So I'm gonna wrap this up a few times. The way I'm doing it is I did a little loop on the end. That way I could thread the other end inside. But you guys can be creative. There's no grading or judgment. You just want to make sure that this thing stays stable. So I'm gonna wrap this dude up a little bit. And I actually have extra string because I really don't want this guy to become entangled. So I'm gonna go ahead and knot this up so I could give this a bit more love. Tying them up. All right. Up and over. Up and over. And I got a lot of string here, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add some more string to the party. This is overkill already, so I'll probably end with just this last one. Cool. I don't know how to tie a finishing knot, so yeah. Let's see. We'll just that looks good right here. Wherever. Where's that original loop? I think if you find that original loop, you could attach it there. There you go. There it is, it's down here. So that original loop that I tied is a good point, I think, to make that final secure. And I'm just gonna tie it like a shoelace, even though I'm the not untying master, I don't want to make it too hard. So that's good. You got a little Borat thing going on. Okay, next up, you guys are gonna want to roll up your towel. So I'm gonna take this apart just to show you guys what I'm working with. You wanna make the towel about the size of your head. So kind of measure this out. And then I had to fold this into, let's see. So I folded it in half first. So that's a towel in half. And then I folded it into thirds. Once I did that, then I just, as tight as I could, I'm making it into a nice little cylinder. And you definitely want to use tape here or something to hold it in place. You don't want it to unravel. So rope is cool. Maybe an old power cord. For this one's kind of small. Maybe you could group up a couple zip ties. Just throwing out some ideas that maybe you guys have laying around the house. That way you don't have to buy stuff. You don't have to leave your house. But mainly you don't have to spend money. Right. All right. So now that you have this hoodie, boom, place it inside your hoodie. My hoodie's a little long. I got this poncho, so I'm gonna tuck it in and give them tuck in that extra layer. All right, you see that little hole? It's just a little long. And you want to make sure it's seated as close to the pillow as possible. That way you don't want a gap right here, right? So I'm trying to minimize that space. Tuck that bad boy in. And then again, I already had tape here. So I'm gonna go ahead and repurpose the tape. Close that up. Yeah, you can use tape, zip ties, some string. I do have some of this extra string. So I think I'm gonna use that here. They're 2 little cut pieces. I like that technique where I did a little loop. And if my dog doesn't destroy my, hey man. His name is Squirmy Ernie. Okay, so yeah. So we're gonna bind this guy up. A couple different wraps. And then find the original loop. Or not. You know, this doesn't have to be rocket science. So I just want to secure this as much as possible. Hey, don't do that, man. Ernie, hey, man, I don't know what they make these screen doors out of, but I'm surprised he didn't poke a hole in it yet. Anyways, I should wrap you up, Ernie. Do a go-go clinch on you. Once you guys have this, you're basically almost done. If you don't have a mask, maybe you can draw a face on them. Remember to give them a center line, like a nose or something, anything. I want to cover up all these strings. So this is where I throw on the shirt. And then at this point, or maybe before, you guys can go into your closet, go into your old Halloween stash, and that might be a good place where you guys might find something you already have. Hey, Arnie. Hey. No. Dude. What a punk. All right. Hide up all those strings. Everything's good to go. I'm going to use this drawstring. And dude, it's so okay. And do that, and then I want to tuck it in to make sure everything's flush. And then the mask. The mask is last. Cool. That's a lot more stable than it was before. Just want to poke this guy through. Deadpool. And if you haven't already, you can name your training partner. So my friend Mario is ready to go. All right, bam, good to go. Great for all your solo training in the house, on lockdown, getting better, getting sharp needs. All right, here you go. Version 1's complete. We'll probably be adding legs for next month, but until now, here's your training partner. For next month, just stay on the lookout for some old pair of jeans or some pants that have belt loops, because we're going to be using the belt loops with these strings to help build some legs for them. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Build your dummies, because we're going to be using these a lot for all our online classes. All right. Cheers.